Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these super cute rainbow loom earring, or at least the decoration part of these, because this video is just going to be how to add these little decorations on there, some little decoration ideas, because in a previous video I showed you guys how to just make this little like earring base basically with the earring hook on there and how to make the actual rainbow loom design. So I would recommend going and watching that so that you can make the actual earring itself and then you can add on some fun little decorations. We're gonna start out with this earring. It just has a safety pin on it that says bad, and the other side is going to say babe. I don't know why, I just feel like that is cool. It's kind of lame. Anyways, let's get right into what you will need to make this. The first thing you will need is the actual earring itself. So as I've already said, go ahead and watch the video where I actually showed how to make this earring. The next thing you will need is a safety pin. This one's pretty big. I think it's a little over an inch. Then you will need some letter beads and 2 jump rings. So the first thing we're going to do is open up our safety pin and just put our letters on there. And then close up that safety pin. And if you'd like, you can put some glue in there just so that it doesn't come undone, but it will probably be fine. And now we're going to open up our jump rings here. Also, I forgot to mention you're going to need some sort of jewelry pliers to open up jump rings. Now I'm going to go to these 2 corners here and put the jump rings on there. Okay, so now I just have my jump rings on there. Jump rings usually stay on the bands pretty nicely, so you don't have to worry about them falling off when you're trying to put this on. So now you're gonna just take your safety pin, you're gonna take like this top part of it here where the beads are not at, I guess, and you're just going to go like that, and then you want to close up, you just want to close up that jump ring. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other side here and put that jump ring, put the safety pin onto the jump ring. Now we're going to close the jump ring. Just like that. So now we have this really cool earring. This does kind of slide side to side, but you can adjust it as much as you need to. Now I'm going to show you how to make this really cool blue translucent earring with these blue dice beads that are just dangling on the bottom. By the way, I got these dice beads from Fire Mountain Gems. I will link that haul video in the iCard. So the first thing you will need is of course your earring base, and then 4 dice beads, or whatever other beads. Obviously you can use whatever beads you have. I'm just going to be using these dice beads. And then you will need 4 head pins. Head pins are the ones with just this little dot at the end instead of the loop, but you could use those too. I just like the look of these better. And then you will need 4 jump rings and jewelry pliers. So I'm going to use these 2 to open up jump rings and stuff. And then I'm going to use these ones because they have this little cutter here, and you're gonna need that for the head pins. And then I have these ones too. They probably just work the same as these ones, but I just like using these ones a little bit better. You don't have to have 2 of those or anything. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn these charms into beads basically. So I'm going to take my first head pin and just put it through the hole of the dice bead. I like to hold on to where that head pin is at just to hold it into place. And then we're going to cut this off. There isn't exactly a right length that these are supposed to be. You just kind of have to practice until you figure out what length is the best in your opinion. Then you want to grab onto this end here and twist it. So now you have a dice bead. I'm going to do the same thing here. Put the bead on the head pin, cut the head pin. And if you make one of these and you mess up, don't worry. Head pins are super cheap. Also, when you're doing stuff like this, I recommend using bent head pins. When you buy packs of them, there's gonna be a bunch that are kind of bent. So I like to use those for things like this. If you're making long earrings where you won't cut most of it off, try to use the super straight ones. But the kind of like bent ones that you can't use for that, I recommend using for this. But as I was saying, head pins are super cheap. So if you have to go through a few of them while you're learning, that is a-okay. It's pretty hard to learn how to do this. So you'll just want to grab the end here and twist it. And see, I always just get like a half loop. So then I still struggle with this a lot, honestly. You just kind of have to play around with this until you get it right. Okay. And it's okay if they look a little funky. It won't really affect the design. But also, don't be hard on yourself if you mess up. These are incredibly difficult to learn how to do. I mean, it's super easy, but it's difficult to get it right the first time when you're first learning. But after you get the hang of it, it's super easy. Also, be careful when you're cutting these so that the metal doesn't hit you or somebody else or get lost and then you step on it, because if it ends up on the floor. So grab at the top here and twist it down. Now you just have your little dice charms. Now you're just going to open up all 4 of your jump rings. So now I just have all these open. You can open them one at a time while you're doing this, but I just wanted to get them all open just to save a step, I guess. So now we're just going to put the jump ring onto the bottom of our triangle, just onto one of these bottom loops here. Now we got a jump ring on there. Now we're just going to put a dice charm. Sorry if you hear the dog in the background. He is probably licking the couch or something. He does that a lot. It's kind of strange, but so you just want to grab onto your jump ring and close it up. Now you're gonna take your next jump ring. So you want to put your jump ring onto that bottom loop there, and then take a dice charm, put it on that jump ring, and then close it up. There we go, just like that. Now you're going to do this for the next 2. There you have it, a rainbow loom earring with dangly blue dice. This is probably my favorite little decoration that I've made for these earrings. Now let's do this one. For this one, you will need your earring base, dice beads, a safety pin, and 2 jump rings. Oh, and as I keep forgetting, jewelry pliers. Also, I'd like to say these beads, I believe these are 5mm, and these ones are 7.5mm. So you're just going to open up your safety pin and put your dice beads on there. And then close up that safety pin and adjust where you want your beads. If you're using looser beads, then that doesn't really matter, but these beads are kind of tight on there so they don't move around too much. Okay, so now we're going to open up our jump rings. And put them on the bottom 2 ends of our earring base. Open up another jump ring. and put it on that other end there. And then you just want to go to one of these corners with the jump ring and put your safety pin on there. And then close up your jump ring. Go to your other jump ring and put that safety pin in there. And close up your jump ring. Just like that, and now you are done with this earring. Let me know in the comments down below which of these earrings is your favorite. Also, if you come up with some sort of decoration idea for these earrings, either comment it down below or send me a DM on Instagram, or even tag me in a picture of it if you actually make it and post it on your Instagram. And make sure to subscribe so that you can see all of the other earring designs, like the little decoration pieces that I do. Make sure to subscribe so that you can see those videos when they come out. Other than that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.